Hi, I'm Rev Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 43 years. I'm going through the lessons again this year. Haven't done that in a couple of years, and I'm enjoying it very much. So I do as I've always done. I contemplate the lesson, asking Jesus to clarify it for me, and then I write from that clarity, and that's what I'm sharing with you today. So we're looking at review 2. And we're looking at lesson 87. I will there be light, and there is no will but God's. When Jesus talks about using my will, he is not referring to a personal will, the false will of the ego. That will is in opposition to God. It cannot be our true will, because being part of God, we cannot oppose him, nor do we want to. It is only in dreams of separation that we can imagine such a thing. Today, though, we are asked to watch the mind for suffering of any kind and forgive this idea that we could be separate from our true self and our Creator. Because it's not actually possible to be separate from God, we are always perfectly safe. However, we will not know our safety unless we choose Christ's vision rather than the dark thoughts of the ego. This is why we must pay attention to the thoughts in our mind, not because we're guilty of them, but because they cost us a memory of our true nature and of our loving Father. I only slept for 3 hours last night. This morning, I'm having an interesting experience. I will notice my mind drifting, and from the perspective of the ego mind, this means I'm suffering. But suffering is not my will as a creation of God. So when that idea shows up, I dismiss it. A few times I've thought about my body feeling tired, and the ego mind wants to dwell on this and make up a story about it. But that cannot be my will, since it is not God's will. What I have done since I woke up is to notice these thoughts and feelings, and instead of accepting them, remind myself of today's lesson. Rather than these dark thoughts, I invite the light that I am to bless my mind with the truth of my being and the memory of my true will, the will I share with God. This is an example of how I choose love and unity over fear and separation. So far, so good. I will remember today. Light shall be my guide today. I will follow it where it leads me, and I will look only on what it shows me. This day, I will experience a peace of true perception. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, then please like it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I'll be back soon with another reading. See you then.